Hello, I am Brandon and I will be talking about recruitment in terms of Lucier and Hendon's HR management textbook with a COVID-19 perspective. The recruitment process in simplest terms is letting the labor market know that your company is hiring. They are seeking out the qualified candidates, interviewing those candidates with a COVID-19 perspective, and to train them with a new aspect of safety first. When looking for a labor market, Lucier and Hendon give great examples on how technology is now a way to go when posting job openings. Applications like LinkedIn, Indeed, even social media apps like Facebook and Instagram are widely used for job postings. Or even traditional routes are a good option, such as newspaper, websites, even help wanted signs are always a great option to find a pool of candidates. With COVID now, it's important to ensure that applying candidates feel safe upon applying. Things like working at home might be an option in some cases, however, that's not always the case, which is why wearing protective masks and following certain guidelines to keep everyone safe can now be a factor in how attractive the job opening is for any skeptical applicant. Now that your posting is up, it can be viewed by people who might be looking for a job. A notification from an app such as LinkedIn might even pop up on a person's phone, a person scrolling through a website for job opening. Now that you have a pool of qualified applicants in this COVID era, it's time to interview and see if your candidates go to the next step in the recruitment process. Some interviews can be done to remain safe in this COVID era, may include phone interviews, a Zoom meeting, face call, or even in-person interviews with appropriate settings. A phone call can be a quick introduction to see what a candidate showcases. Asking short-ended questions but still getting to know them is a great way to interview. Phone calls also pose no risk, new COVID era. Zoom meetings are great for group interviews. Group interviews allow for multiple candidates to be interviewed, but with COVID, Zoom makes it accessible for group interviews without physically meeting with your candidate. It also works if you want to do a one-on-one interview with your candidate. In-person interviews can definitely be different. Following appropriate measures to ensure both you and the interviewee is safe must be top priority. Going along with the interview should be seamless when following all safety measures. After your interviews, let your candidates know they got the job. A simple phone call is the most appropriate with any follow-up information you need to give before they officially start. Now it's time to train your new employees, but before training, safety and health is now the #1 priority. It's important that all employees are cleansing to prevent any spread of germs. This would include proper implementations of sanitizer and hand washing. Always wearing a protective mask and staying 6 feet apart in a work environment would help everyone stay safe. You must also make sure you and your employees are aware of their health. It all begins with a person. If anyone is experiencing any symptoms or feels sick, they must not show up for work for everyone's health. Making sure you and everyone you are with are safe and following all safety guidelines and procedures for a safe work environment. Keeping these things in mind, you are now ready to recruit and lead your team in a new COVID-19 environment.